For most people, Netflix is the go-to method of watching movies these days. It's economical and super convenient. And this year, the streaming service has been pumping out more original movies than ever. But which movie is the best? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. In 2019, I watched more than 45 Netflix original movies, and I thought it would be pretty helpful to share my 10 favorites. So the next time you find yourself endlessly browsing Netflix like we always do, maybe you'll consider adding these 10 to your watch list. And instead of boring you with an endless list of honorable mentions or the worst of Netflix, check out my Netflix original review playlist right here to get more specific reviews for the best and worst on the streaming service. Remember, I'm not ranking these movies on technical merit. Instead, these are movies I enjoyed the most and will likely watch again. And to be clear, these are my personal picks, and you're probably not going to agree with all of them. And you know what? That's okay. So let's get right into my top 10 picks for favorite Netflix original movies of 2019. Starting off at number 10, The Perfection. From director Richard Shepard, this psychological thriller stars Allison Williams, Steven Weber, and Logan Brown. We follow two musical prodigies that form an unusual friendship, but one girl's motivations are not what they appear to be. Now, this film is an uber creepy thriller that takes you on one crazy ride. The beauty of this movie is that you don't even know what you're getting into until it's way too late. This is one of those films that people are either gonna love or despise. I loved it, and it tells one of the most unpredictable stories I've seen in a long time, with one of the most WTF endings of the year. To number 9, I Am Mother. From director Grant Sputore, this sci-fi thriller stars Hilary Swank, Rose Byrne, and Clara Rugord. After the extinction of humankind, a girl is raised in an underground fortress by a robot designed to repopulate the Earth using a cache of human embryos. But this artificial family bond is threatened when an unexpected visitor brings the truth about what's really going on. This is a pretty smart and thrilling science fiction film with a story that really leaves you thinking even after the credits roll. It's full of top tier performances, and it has some of the best looking visual effects I've seen in any Netflix original ever. And it's without a doubt the best sci-fi movie Netflix has given us this year. At number 8, El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. From director Vince Gilligan, this crime drama stars Aaron Paul, Jesse Plemons, and several surprise appearances from other classic Breaking Bad actors. Following the final events of the AMC series Breaking Bad, we follow Jesse Pinkman as he tries to outrun the law and his captors while trying to come to terms with his past and try to create a safe future. Now, did we really need this movie? No, but it's a lot of fun to dive back into the Breaking Bad world after all these years and see how the events of the season finale impacted Jesse Pinkman. It also serves as a nice epilogue with an ultimately happier ending than the scripted show concluded with. Now to number 7, Triple Frontier. From director J.C. Chandor, this action thriller stars Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, Charlie Hunnam, Pedro Pascal, and Garrett Hedlund. A group of former Special Forces soldiers plan a heist in a rural part of South America. When their plan takes an unexpected turn and spirals out of control, their loyalties and morals are pushed to their breaking point. Not only is this my favorite action movie from Netflix this year, but it's refreshing to see an action flick go against all expectations with more depth and emotion and not just a bunch of mind-numbing violence. This group of actors is what really makes this film. The ensemble cast works so well together that their chemistry and relationships add an extra level to what would otherwise be just another heist movie. Onward to number 6, Always Be My Maybe. From director Nanchatka Khan, this romantic comedy stars Ali Wong, Randall Park, with a special cameo appearance that took the internet by storm, Keanu Reeves. Childhood sweethearts reconnect as adults, and their long-buried feelings towards each other resurface and add major complications to their lives. This is a surprisingly sweet and a really funny romantic comedy with a very smart script and some pretty solid performances. The comedy writing is top-notch, and it's funny enough to keep any romance hater entertained. This movie's just so relatable on so many levels, and it's without a doubt the best romantic comedy Netflix has given us all year. At number 5, Klaus. From director Sergio Pablos and Carlos Martinez Lopez, this animated Christmas movie stars Jason Schwartzman, J.K. Simmons, Rashida Jones, and Joan Cusack. A struggling postman befriends a lonely toy maker, and their simple act of kindness ends a town rivalry and grows into a long-standing holiday tradition. Now, not only is this a fresh new spin on the origins of Santa Claus, but its unique animation style and emotional storyline make it an instant Christmas classic. The voice performances are really strong, and the animation is gorgeous, and it gives the film an aesthetic that blends both old and new styles, which is kinda perfect for a Christmas movie like this. Coming in at number 4, The King. From director David Michôd, this war epic stars Timothée Chalamet, Robert Pattinson, Joel Edgerton, Ben Mendelsohn, and Sean Harris. A newly crowned King Henry V declares war on France after a failed assassination attempt, only days after he assumes the crown. The new king is forced to lead a nation divided to victory and root out an unseen corruption in the monarchy. Now this war epic is crammed full of brilliant performances and really stunning cinematography. Chalamet and Edgerton are brilliant. The battles are brutal and intense, and really the only negative thing I can think about this movie is that we weren't able to see it on the big screen. It's just an all-around well-made movie. And that brings us all the way to number 3, Marriage Story. From director Noah Baumbach, this romantic drama stars Scarlett Johansson, Adam Driver, Laura Dern, and Ray Liotta. This movie's rough, guys. It's about a stage director and his actor wife who struggle through the grueling and emotional roller coaster of a divorce. Oof. This performance-driven drama is really hard to watch, as it tugs on those heartstrings and puts the spotlight on the emotional toll that divorce can take. Driver and Johansson put on acting clinics in what are probably career best performances. The subject matter is mature and a bit of a bummer, but there's no denying the power of this Netflix original. It's one of the most emotionally draining and frustrating films I've ever seen, but it still somehow managed to leave me feeling hopeful and optimistic. Now at the number 2 spot, Dolemite Is My Name. From director Craig Brewer, this comedy stars Eddie Murphy, Keegan-Michael Key, Mike Epps, and Wesley Snipes. This tells the story of a real-life shock comedian and rap pioneer whose ambition to be successful overpowered the mainstream business model and made him a blaxploitation phenomenon. Eddie Murphy gives one of the greatest performances of his entire career that perfectly balances his comedic and dramatic talents. It's so great to see him back in a role like this, and he's surrounded by a pretty great supporting cast too. Not only is this the funniest movie I've seen all year, but it has some substance and actually leaves you feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. And my number 1 favorite Netflix original movie is The Irishman. From director Martin Scorsese, this crime drama stars Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Al Pacino, Harvey Keitel, and Ray Romano. We follow mob hitman Frank Sheeran as he recounts his years working for an organized crime family and his possible involvement in the disappearance of Teamsters president Jimmy Hoffa. This movie is Scorsese drama at its best. De Niro, Pesci, and Pacino give career best performances, and it's so great to see these guys working together. Sure, the film's a bit long and moves a bit slow, but the well flushed out characters and ever building tension make it one of Scorsese's most emotionally engaging films. Basically, if you're a Scorsese nut like I am, you will not be disappointed, and it's without a doubt my favorite Netflix original movie of 2019. Well, that's it. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree with my list? I'd love to see how you would rank your favorite Netflix movies, so go ahead and drop your rankings in the comments below and let's discuss. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you want more 1-minute movie reviews, ranking videos, and all kinds of other movie related content like this, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time something new drops on the channel. And if you like, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I respond to just about every DM and comment I get on those platforms, so just look for 1 Minute Critic and let's start a conversation. Thank you so much for supporting me through the years, guys. 2019 has been my channel's best year yet, and it's all thanks to you. I've had a lot of fun interacting with you guys and reading your comments, the good ones and the bad ones, so keep them coming. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Let's hope 2020 is just as entertaining as 2019, and until next time, I'll see you guys at the movies.